Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and it is Black Friday. Happy post-Thanksgiving to everyone, and while you're all out trying to find those Black Friday deals, you know what's not in stores right now? Baby Yoda merchandise. I mean, talk about a missed opportunity by Disney and Lucasfilm. You didn't know that this was going to be one of the most successful, beloved characters to enter the Star Wars lexicon in decades, probably. Baby Yoda crushing, and so since he's not available in stores, we're going to settle for the next best thing, which is our reaction to The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 4. I'm dying to dive into this one. From what I understand, it is directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, and I think this is the episode where we're going to get to meet Gina Carano's character finally, and find out how she factors into the Mandalorian mythology. Before I go ahead and press play on episode 4 of the first season and react to all of the things we find out about Mando and Baby Yoda now that they have escaped and I believe are being tracked down by a lot of bounty hunters, do me a favor, go down and hit subscribe, turn on your notifications. We're going to be reacting to the entire series of The Mandalorian, and I want to make sure that you guys follow along with every single episode, but in addition, we're posting all sorts of really cool videos like this on CinemaBlend's YouTube page all the time, and we want to make sure that you guys follow along with the entertainment coverage that we're giving you on a weekly basis, on a daily basis even. So take a pause on your Black Friday deals, put the Thanksgiving leftovers back in the fridge, and follow along with episode 4 of The Mandalorian starting right now. You know, if I'm J.J. Abrams and I have episode 9 coming to theaters, I'm kind of stressing out that I got to follow up this. Uh-oh, look out. Ooh. Who are these guys? Good hiding place. Who is that? Who are these people? Sanctuary. Well, he's on the run. It's probably what they're gonna need.
Stop touching things. Sorgan. Looks like there's no starport, no industrial centers, no population density, which means it's perfect for us. You ready to lay low and stretch your legs for a couple of months, you little womp rat? Nobody's gonna find us here.
Oh, is this one of those side stories where Mandalorian lands someplace, finds a culture that needs help?
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna look around. You stay right here. You stay. Don't move. You understand? Great.
I don't think he understands.
What the hell? Come on.
I love this show. Oh, hey, I know that thing. Is that from Rebels? There she is. Tell me in the comments what that's from. I'm pretty sure it's from Rebels.
That one over there. What's her business here?
Business? Oh, well, there's not much business in Sorgan, so.
That armor is so badass. Look up. Woo.
You want some soup?
Saw most of my action mopping up after Endor. Mostly ex-Imperial warlords.
How'd you end up here?
Let's just call it an early retirement. Look, I knew you were guild. I figured you'd had a fob on me. That's why I came at you so hard. Unless you want to go another round. One of us is going to have to move on, and I was here first.
Well, it looks like this planet's taken.
Excuse me, sir?
There's something I can help you with.
Raiders.
You are a Mandalorian, right?
If half of what I read is
We
true,
have
then
money.
How much?
it's everything we have, sir.
It's not enough.
Are you sure? You don't even know what the job is.
I know it's not enough. Good luck.
Now we have to ride back with no protection to the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yes?
I'm gonna need one more thing. Give me those credits. Ready for round 2?
Can I feed him?
Sure.
Are you hungry?
I may die. This is just too much. He's in a crib.
I don't think...
They'll be fine.
Get
I
him
don't-
They'll be
close.
fine. How long has it been since you've taken that off?
Yesterday,
I mean, in front of someone else.
I wasn't much older than they are.
You haven't shown your face to anyone since you were a kid?
No. I was happy that they took me in. My parents were killed, and the Mandalorians took care of me.
I'm sorry.
This is the way.
Love interest. Oh! Interesting. The helmet's off. Guard is down.
About 15 or 20 of them came through here on foot, and something big sheared off those branches.
ATST.
Imperial Walker. What's it doing here?
I don't know. But this is more than I signed up for.
Bad news. You can't live here anymore.
What? Why?
I know this is not the news you wanted to hear, but there are only two of us.
We're not leaving.
You cannot fight that thing.
Unless we show them how. You got two problems here. You got the bandits and you got the mech. We'll handle the ATST. You gotta protect us when they come out of the woods. Cara Dune here was a veteran. She was a drop soldier for the rebellion. She's gonna lay out a plan for you, so listen carefully.
Now, there's nothing on this planet that can damage the legs on this thing. So we're gonna build a trap. So that when it steps in, it drops. The two of us will hit their camp. Provoke them.
Who knows how to shoot?
Yeah. Yeah. Who are you? Badass. Mandalorian's in love. Is that gonna explode? You might want to move.
Come on, I'll cover you.
There it is. Oh boy. It's awake.
This is it! Once that thing steps in the pond, it's going down!
If it steps in the pod.
Get down! Get down!
Look at that shot.
New plan. Give me the pulse rifle.
I'll cover you.
Woo.
From the mama.
Take the bait, you hunk of junk.
Good shot. Don't celebrate yet. Don't celebrate yet.
Was that the plan?
Something like that.
You know, more or less. Oh, there you go. Success.
He's very happy here.
So what happens if you take that thing off? They come after you and kill you?
No. You just can't ever put it back on again.
So you can slip off the helmet and settle down with that beautiful young widow and raise your kid sitting here sipping spotchka?
You know, we raised some hell here a few weeks back. It's too much action for a backwater town like this. Word travels fast. We might want to cycle the charts and move on. I'm leaving him here. Traveling with me. That's no life for a kid.
It's gonna break his little heart.
get over it. We all do.
Uh-oh.
We want you to stay. You and your boy could have a good life. Wouldn't that be nice?
It would. I don't belong here, but he does.
I understand.
Look out.
I will look after him as one of my own.
Oh no, is she gonna die?
Go get the kids.
Who's he tracking?
The kid.
They know he's here.
Yes.
Then they'll keep coming. Until our paths cross.
Till our paths cross.
I know, me too. I'm smitten. Oh, Mando. On to the next adventure, my friend. Okay, so The Mandalorian tends to base its stories on classic Western tropes, and we've seen different stages of Western stories play out in the sci-fi format, which is, if you're Jon Favreau and you're writing these episodes, that's a really smart way to go. And I kind of pegged it at the beginning when the episode started of, and we've seen this multiple times in, you know, not just Westerns, but other films in general, of there's a village, they're in trouble, our hero, anti-hero shows up, they recruit him for their help. He thinks he might have found a home in a gunslinger kind of way, a place to finally hang up his helmet and give up the lifestyle that he's been leading. But a gunslinger like the Mandalorian can never actually find a home. And so by the end of the episode, he's marching on and on. So we have the Krill farmers who recruit Mandalorian for this. He lures Cara Dune, who is also a warrior, out here with him, an ex-shock trooper played by Gina Carone, and someone who's just who can speak his language, you know, who understands what he's been going through, who sees the life that he is leading, and says to him, is that sort of voice of reason of, hey, maybe it's time for you to hang it up. But of course, by the end of the episode, he realizes that he's never going to be able to really hang it up, and he can't abandon the kid because the bounty hunters are going to keep coming after him, and so off they go again onto their next adventure. It kind of makes sense for the title of the episode, Sanctuary. He's going to lay low, as he says, stretch his legs for a little bit, but someone like Mandalorian is never really able to fully lay low. They're always going to find some sort of adventure, some sort of cause to contribute to, and when you have a certain set of skills like Mandalorian has, there always going to be some sort of need for them. Amazing direction by Bryce Dallas Howard. Really great for her to be able to play with some of the tools and toys of the Star Wars universe. To get an AT-ST that they have to do battle against. Again, sort of classic villagers who have to train to fight a much more fully armed adversary, and figure out as a rocks and sticks type village how they're going to fight back against blasters and an AT-ST. And of course, having the skills of the Mandalorian on their side is going to help the villagers out, but no real suspense to how it's going to play out. I would love to see, like, once they downed the one AT-ST, to see a second one come out of the village, and then figure out, like, hey, now what are you going to do? I guess if this were a feature-length film instead of an episode, we might have seen another twist like that, where Mandalorian was kind of overmatched. But again, it sort of played out amongst the beats that we knew that it was going to basically play, and still very, very satisfying. I love that it's taking these archetypes and these recognizable story beats, wrapping them in Star Wars wrapping paper, and then delivering them to a hungry audience. You've seen my reactions over the course of the episode. I am over the moon with Baby Yoda. And even though these are little, sidebar adventures, and I'm not quite sure how much they are furthering the larger story, I think they're wildly entertaining and very fun to see Star Wars figure out how to tell these stories with these characters. And now we're into the back half of the season, right? We have episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8. And but I'm not even quite sure what the end game is with it. We just know that Mando's on the run with Baby Yoda. And so we're going to see how this all starts to play out. But you would think by episode 5, we'd start to be moving ahead with what the end game is going to be. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. We'll be back here next Friday for episode 5 of season 1 of The Mandalorian. They're back on the road. I guess I'm going to say looking for another planet to find sanctuary on, since the one that they were on led to some more adventures and some places where they cannot hide. And Mandalorian is so close to taking that helmet off. But then realizing that, no, it's not necessarily where I'm supposed to be. I am one of those traditional gunslingers who needs to constantly be on the move, and the kid is coming with me. So, adorable Baby Yoda action, great Star Wars action, Mando taking down an AT-ST with the help of Cara Dune. I don't know. I'm sure people are buying her action figure as we speak. Tune in next week for our reaction to The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 5. Before you take off, 2 things. Go down to the comments. Tell me what you thought about this episode. Tell me what you're still thinking about The Mandalorian overall. Is it worth the subscription to Disney Plus for the ability to keep track of the adventures of The Mandalorian and the kid? Also, while you're down there, let me know what you think about the reactions in general. We're tweaking the formula and trying to figure out, what you guys are enjoying about the reactions. We're trying to post them as quickly as we can, too. Getting up on a Black Friday and avoiding the sales, again, because they're not selling enough Baby Yoda merchandise, and getting these to you guys as quickly as possible. While you're down there in the comment section, also do me a favor, slide up just a little bit and hit subscribe, and then turn on your notifications. We are going to be posting, like I said, reactions to the rest of the Mandalorian season, but we're also posting entertainment videos like this on CinemaBlend's YouTube page all the time, and every single time we post a brand new one, we want you guys to be the first ones to hear about it. Come back along and watch along with us.